Your body is perfect. The reason it's behaving imperfectly is because you're mistreating it. There are 5 basic rules that if you follow them, you will see that you will have a big improvement in your monthly cycle. Think about it. Imagine using the wrong fuel for your car. How do you think it would work? So, what about using the wrong fuel for your body? Why do you think that it should work the way you want it to work? By listening to your body, listening carefully, you can change your monthly cycle and you can change your health by listening to what the 5 basic things that your body needs. By nourishing it, giving it the right fuel, your machine, your body, will work perfectly. So let's start. How do you sleep? Do you know that studies show that sleep deprivation can cause health issues? How many hours do you sleep at night? Optimally, we should sleep 8 hours per night. If you're sleeping 5 to 6 hours per night, you're not sleeping enough, and your body goes into stress. When we're sleeping, this is when our body recuperates itself. This is when our body learns how to recover itself from the past day. So if you're not sleeping enough hours, basically you're depriving the health from your body. When you're sleeping 5 to 6 hours per night, your body is under stress. Stress hormones are released into your blood system, creating havoc and creating inflammation and disturbing your body to regain its health. The hormonal system is kicked out of balance once you do that. That can create hormonal issues, including PMS and menstrual issues. Motion and movement. Our body is in constant motion. Even in our sleep, breathing, perspiring, heartbeat, blood circulation, all those are all the time in movement, even when we're not in movement. But what happens if your body is stuck? What happens when there's no circulation? What happens when you're not in enough motion? What happens is that the body goes into what we call stagnation, because the circulation is not working as it should. And when there's stagnation, there's pain. And pain can be muscle cramp, abdominal pain, PMS, and different menstrual issues that can be caused because of lack of circulation. Anytime you have menstrual pain, it actually means that your body is in stagnation. There's something stuck. Blood is not flowing smoothly like it should. Liquids are not circulating correctly. It is time for you to move. Get your body back into motion. This will help relieve quite a lot of those symptoms and allow yourself to go through the menstrual cycle at ease. What about water? Do you drink enough water? Wait. Most importantly is we're talking about H2O. Talk about water. Not talking about coffee, not talking about soft drinks, we're talking about pure water. How much water do you drink? One of the reasons for health imbalances has actually to do with the problem that people are not drinking enough water. I find that many women and teenage girls have menstrual issues because they're not drinking enough water. From an early age, we are used to not drinking enough water. We have to wait during a lesson. We cannot go out to drink. We cannot take the bottle out to drink, and we just get used to not drinking enough water. So what happens is that basically people are dehydrated. And dehydration is part of what can create a lot of health issues, including PMS and menstrual issues. As we grow older, those thirst signals just kind of sleep out. They're shut down. And what happens is that we just don't feel the need for thirst. And whenever our body is actually thirsty, our first instinct is to go and eat something. Dehydration can cause a lot of menstrual issues. It can cause PMS, can cause abdominal pain, it can affect your urinary bladder, it can affect a lot of health issues around the realm of OBGYN. By drinking more often, you can awaken those thirst buds again and allow your body to recuperate and hydrate itself. Hydration means enough water. Enough water means your tissues, your cells are going to get hydrated, and that means circulation will work better. Circulation means motion, And when motion is in motion, there's less pain. What about food? You are what you eat. The effect that food has on your menstrual cycle is immense. Refined sugars, foods that are toxic to your body, not enough water, too much salt, food coloring, all those things have an immense effect on your health and your menstrual cycle. By listening to your body and listening to what it actually asks you to eat, you can change that. PMS does not occur just because somebody wants you to have pain. PMS occurs because your body is just not getting the right fuel it actually needs. Fiber, non-processed foods, non-GMO foods, natural foods, grains, vegetables, fruit, all those have a great effect on your health, and it will allow your body to nourish itself, getting the vitamins, the minerals, and all the nutrients that your body actually needs. By listening to your body and eating the right foods, you can actually change quite a lot in the way that your menstrual cycle goes. Take responsibility for what you consume. Feel the difference by eating the right foods. Stress. I'd like to talk about stress because stress is very stressful on the body. Our body operates in two basic modes: sympathetic mode, parasympathetic mode. The sympathetic mode is the mode that we are in right now as I'm talking to you. Talking, thinking, running, working, studying, running from something, running towards something. This is what we call the FFF, the fight, fright, or flight situation. This is normal. When we are resting, sleeping, or meditating, our body goes into what we call the parasympathetic system. The parasympathetic system is when our body recuperates and allows the body's cells to regenerate. If our body is in what we call over-sympathetic system, this means that our body is just going under a lot of stress. Now, when we are in school, when we are in work, when we are overworked, when we don't sleep enough, when we are sleep deprived, when we're drinking alcohol, when we're smoking cigarettes, when we are overworking, our body goes in what we call sympathetic overload. This overload will occur when we have excessive worry, when we're not sleeping enough, when we are under a lot of stress. And what will happen is that the body will release stress hormones. These stress hormones are secreted into the blood circulation. When this happens, the blood vessels contract. Our heartbeat starts to raise. Now that's a great thing when we are on a marathon, when we're running, or when we're trying to catch something, or actually trying to save our life running away from something. But what happens when the blood vessels are contracted and the heartbeat is racing just at work on a daily basis? This happens because stress hormones are released into the blood system just because our head is just overly stressed. This can create muscle cramps. This can create PMS. This can create menstrual issues. By relieving the stress, by making sure that we sleep enough hours, by making sure that we rest, meditate, eat the right foods, drink enough water, our body can go back into what we call a normal sympathetic mode and allow our body to kick into what we call parasympathetic when we're actually going to sleep. I hope you found this information useful. I am Dr. Gonik, and we shall meet again in my next video. Best of health.